Welcome to Ashburn's 3-day course where you will learn branding, marketing, and graphic design, and not only learn it, but be successful at it. So when it comes to branding, you want to make sure that you have content and value to give to your clients. This will keep them wondering and waiting and always coming back for more. So we want to help you maintain and keep your clients always with your brand. Then when it comes to marketing, you need to know your audience and what speaks to them. We don't want you to ever be speaking to an audience who's not relevant to your brand. So we're going to go over some strategies in order to keep your audience amused and ready. Then graphic design is so important, the front line of your brand. Your logo, your website, your design layout is so important. It's not just colors, it's not just the scheme, it's everything that makes your brand what's going to be super important and stand out to the crowd. So branding is going to be our first topic. Branding. What is branding? Who are you? What is your brand? What's your purpose? What do you mean to your audience? All things that seem so simple, but sometimes so hard to answer. You are your biggest representation of your brand. So before we get started with building a company, a business, a brand, we must make sure that we're in order. From being organized to being self-efficient, to just being on point. Before beginning, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things for me. First, get out a pencil or pen, a piece of paper, and be ready to take notes. So take a few moments and we're going to get started. So now, I want you to take a few moments and write points of what exactly you want your brand to be. For example, for Ashburn, my 5 points would be branding, graphic design, marketing, small business development, event planning. All 5 of those components are things that make Ashburn. For each of those bullet points, right next to it, I want you to write how those things assist your business. If they still assist your business, we can keep those points. If they don't, it's time to cross those off and we'll fill them in later. Some things seem as though they fit and they don't. So you always want to make sure the things you are using as a part of your marketing tools, as a part of your branding, always make sense to your brand. So if you're a hairdresser, you shouldn't be marketing sneakers. That just doesn't make sense for your brand. So as a PR and marketing consultant, I'm not going to try to sell you hair products. That's just not a part of my brand. So you always want to make sure what you are branding is relevant to your business. We never want to confuse our clients or our audience. It can cause us to lose clients, audience, and also just seem unstable. So in order to put all these pieces together that we just discussed, we need a business plan. When you begin a business, the best thing to do is always write out what your business means to you. What's the purpose of this business? We want to make our vision clear and never confuse anybody. If a business person came up to you today or tomorrow and said, I'm going to give you 60 seconds to explain your business, you have to be ready. There's no, give me 5 minutes, give me 15 minutes. You need to always be ready. So having a business plan written and memorized in the back of your head will always keep you on your toes. No one will ever be able to just knock you off your square. You will always stay ready. And that's the biggest thing you always want to keep in the back of your mind. Being consistent. Being consistent is so important in this business. If you're not consistent, you're not relevant. If you market, then you have to do marketing things. So that means going on social media once a week, twice a day, whatever your regimen is, but being consistent from week to week. If your colors are pink and gray, your colors are pink and gray. We don't want to be pink and gray one day and then blue and purple another day, yellow and black the next day. McDonald's arch is yellow. You will never see the arch turn a different color. So we always want to be consistent with our business because that's what makes us. When people see you and they see your logo, they know it's the official Ash brand. They know it's your official brand. So always staying consistent, always staying on top of your business plan are two big things that I want you to remember. So the reason why this is so important is because there's nothing like confusing your audience. You don't want them to seem like, okay, they're just trying to sell me something or they're just trying to make money. You want them to understand that you're giving them value, that you actually love your craft, and this is what I want to service you in. You don't ever want to just do random things. As I said previously, being a PR marketing person and trying to sell somebody hair products or trying to sell somebody a car. That's not your lane. So let's not jump into it. Let those professionals do what they need to do. When you look at certain brands, labels, celebrities, you know exactly what they do, who they are, and what their purpose is. For example, Nike, Walmart, Kevin Hart, Beyonce. When you hear those names, you clearly know exactly what their purpose is. They have branded, marketed, and shown you exactly what their purpose is. Beyonce is known for her music, upbeat. She's for the women. She's dancing whenever she's on stage, her costumes, her theatrics. When it comes to Kevin Hart, he's known for being funny. He's known for his Snapchat. He's known for being from Philly. He's known for certain things. Nike, known for their athletic wear. Walmart, known as the place to go for inexpensive groceries. So you will never see Walmart trying to be funny. It's not their lane. That's for Kevin Hart. You'll never see Nike designing concerts or designing wedding dresses. It's not their lane. Beyonce is not going to open up a supermarket. It's not her lane. So we always want to be clear and consistent with everything that we do. You must be consistent to keep your clients. It's the only way. Once you stop being consistent, they no longer find you valuable. Audience analysis. This is so important because it helps us really know who our clients are and what we want them to do for us. So you always want to know what's the age range you're looking for, what appeals that age range, and what will help you stay relevant. So when we talk about these things, we really want to know who the people are we want to service. This is important because we don't want to make it seem that we're appealing to one crowd when we're actually looking for another. And not that you're being biased, but you know exactly what your business is looking for. So for Ash Brand, we are looking for small businesses to help, service, and meet their goals. So for me, I'm not going to go to big CEO companies. I'm not going to go to big Fortune 500 companies. I want to go to the mom and pop shops. We want to help them win. So that's what our audience is. Your audience may be something completely different. If you're looking to be a hairstylist, maybe you want to be a hairstylist only to certain ages, maybe to just children. So you need to make your focus fun, big, colorful. If you want to be a barber and you want to be a barber to older gentlemen, you may want to put certain types of pictures up. You might not want to put pictures of fancy cuts on the sides of their hair or certain parts. That doesn't appeal to them, so they won't come to you. So you always want to make sure, again, you know your audience. It's so important because otherwise, everything that we're doing from branding, marketing, and graphic design, it won't matter because you won't be reaching the right type of audience. So I want you to write down, what's the age range you're looking to meet? What type of people are you looking to meet in reference to? Is it a business class you're trying to reach? Is there a specific area in your city that you're trying to reach? Is there a certain class of people you're trying to reach? So these things are important. Write down as much as you can so that we can determine exactly what your audience is. Staying true to yourself. You always want to stay true to yourself during your brand. If you want to do something that seems out of the box, do it. You always want to seem trendy, but you also want to stand out. So you don't always have to follow the latest and the greatest, because guess what? Everybody's doing that. What's going to set you apart? What's going to make you unique? You want to always look for ideas that are unique, that are outstanding, that just stand out, so people can have that wow factor when it comes to your brand. It's not always about following the latest and the greatest, because guess what? That's not going to get you success. What's going to get you success is standing out of the crowd. So always be true to yourself. So if you're ever second guessing something because you feel like it's not trendy enough, it's actually the best thing to do. You want people to say, oh wow, I never thought about something like that. So definitely always remember, you is the most important key to your brand. You are what's going to make your brand successful, and you have the power to the success. So day one, we basically spoke about a lot of branding and how it ties into your business plan, being consistent, also being true to yourself, knowing your audience. All of these things are relevant and important. All of these things will help you get to the next level. So the one thing that I want you to remember is there's a lot of brands out here. There's tons of PR and marketing consultants. Anybody can go online right now and market themselves as a PR and marketing consultant. But that's not going to stop me, because I know what I do and the value that I give to my clients. You have to just push forward, be consistent, give value, and make sure your clients know the hard work and dedication that you will put into servicing them. So with that being said, your homework for today is to come up with a business plan. I want you to type out a business plan and email it to me. We will together work on making this whole, so that when that business person comes up to you or when that new client comes up to you, you're ready. I don't want you to, after this 3-day course, still be confused about anything that has to do with your brand. So make sure you're ready, because by the end of day one, I want to see some work done. Guys, it has been such an awesome experience to complete this day one with you. There will definitely be a PDF available very shortly, so look for it, because it will also have some exercises on it to help you get ready. And always remember, you can email me at pr@ashbrand.com with any questions. I am available 24/7 for this 3-day course, all courtesy to you on behalf of Ash Brand.